What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another live stream. And today I have Lord Doomcock. All hail Doomcock. What's going on, Doomcock?
I am pleased to be here again with you, Jeremy, on Geeks and Gamers. We are fellow warriors in the fight against assault on pop culture that is going on right now. And it's a damn fine thing to be able to talk to you mano a mano today.
Great to have you, man. We've been trying to make it happen for a few days now. Schedules kept, overlapping, but you're here, and that's all that matters. Now, I want to let everyone know we are determined tonight to get Lord Doomcock over at Overlord DVD. We want to get his channel over 9,000 subs. I don't know if we can quite get to 9,000 tonight. Where are you at right now, Doomcock?
I'm about at 8,000, I think about 300, 8,300, something like that.
Okay, so I just dropped a link to Overlord DVD. Let's push hard to get him to that number because Doomcock is doing some great things, and we're going to be taking your questions tonight. I see everyone in the chat. We've got Stephanie B, we've got Stephanie, we've got Random Game User, which I had Random on the channel earlier this week when you were supposed to be here and we couldn't make it happen. But we had a great time. I see Anna, that Star Wars girl. Anna, I told Doomcock about you, so you guys are going to probably talk, and a lot of people been requesting that that Star Wars girl and Doomcock do a live stream together. So Doomcock said he's interested. Is that right, Lord?
That is
Doomcock?
correct. I think that's an interesting idea. We shall speak about it. That Star Wars girl.
Yes, looking forward to it. So we've got a few super chats. So let me go ahead and let's see. Nicholas Glenn, who's a big fan of yours, big fan.
Oh, he's a great guy.
Yeah, Nicholas Glenn is awesome. So have either of you seen the TIE Fighter short on YouTube? I have not. Doomcock, have you?
Yes, I did. I actually did. It was very good.
Okay. Yeah.
Anime is the one that I was thinking about. I mean, it was a damn fine short. Yeah.
How long is it?
Oh, God. It was like about 12, 15 minutes, something like that.
Okay.
If it's the one I'm thinking about.
Okay, and I know you guys send all these suggestions to me, and I say I'm gonna watch them, and I will. Nicholas Glenn, I got your message on Facebook where you sent me the Game Chasers link, so I did. And he says, Jeremy, did you get my Facebook message on your personal page? Doomcock has watched an episode of the Toy Chasers, which is the Game Chasers' second show. It's a must-watch, bro. He's been telling me so long about Game Chasers. I've got to check this out. So, Toy Chasers, you've seen that, Doomcock?
Yeah, they're good. I mean, I love toys. I collect toys. I've got a massive. In fact, I have so many toys. It's kind of crowding me out of the lair. I got one of those garages that you can't even. There's like a path. It's like hoarders, right? But it's not dead cats and mummified grannies and stuff and newspaper. It's actually toys that are either in boxes or the ones that I've gotten out and played with, or in giant bags inside the bins. They're all in bins, but I have no room. It's like the Raiders of the Lost Ark at the end, the storage unit. Yeah.
Nice. I'm gonna get to some more of these super chats here. I'm gonna hold off for just a minute. Well, let me just read some that won't require much of a reaction. Let's see. Postmortem 666 says, "All hail Doomcock and geeks and gamers from Sweden."
Hail Sweden!
Thank you so much. Darth Hater says, "Two of my absolute favorites. All hail Doomcock. Share your thousands of monies with him, Jeremy. Much love."
Oh man, you guys are the best. How did we get all these great fans, man? I don't know.
I'm just humbled every day to get on YouTube and hear all of these amazing people that support us, and it's really motivating. It really is, and it makes me happy. So I'm honored every single day. So make sure you share this video, and let's get a lot of people listening, because Doomcock has entered the Geeks and Gamers realm for the first time by himself, and it's a big moment for all of us. Now, Doomcock, I want to talk to you about the announcement of Jean-Luc Picard returning to Star Trek to be on Discovery. Now, everyone knows I'm not a Star Trek expert. I did watch The Next Generation when I was younger. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was fantastic. But you are the man when it comes to Star Trek. So what are your thoughts on this?
It's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a disaster. I cannot look. If you are looking for good news here, if you're looking for, a Mary Kay salesman here, forget it, because I'm telling you, this is bad. Now, Picard has a bad history when Patrick Stewart has creative control. You know, he basically started getting that control in the films. And so on all the Next Generation films, what do you see with Picard? You see Picard, you know, swinging a phaser rifle. You see him driving a dune buggy around and machine gunning people. In other words, he wants to fucking be, you know, John McClane in outer space. And Picard was never that character. So I call right off the bat Patrick Stewart's judgment regarding the character into question. Now, he is not a writer. But, you know, I have heard rumors that they enticed him into this new series by giving him creative control. That's no good when you've got Alex Kurtzman overseeing the entire Star Trek franchise now. And actually, the executive producer assigned to keep Picard in line is Akiva Goldsman, who is basically the cinematic equivalent of Stalin. You know, like everything he touches just dies in a horrible way. That's basically Akiva Goldsman. I mean, he put the nipples on the bat suit, right? He Lost in Space, that debacle, and Lost for, you know, all that shit. Just terrible. Everything bad robot touches withers and dies. It's like the anti-Midas touch. It's like everything they touch turns to brown gold, aka shit. Okay. So this is bad, okay? And then Jeremy, the worst news came when it was leaked out that, and I was one of the people that helped spread this. I got some tips from some people in the know with connections to CBS, that the Prime universe, the universe that we all have known and loved for 50 years, is no longer active. It is dead. It is officially dead as far as CBS is concerned. Then every new Star Trek moving forward is going to be in a bastardized hybrid universe of the Abrams movies and the Star Trek Discovery, you know, pixie dust universe. It's just going to be, it's dead. It's dead, Jim, as they said in Star Trek. And I do not see any hope, because Star Trek Next Generation fans, they were cheering at these crumbs that they were thrown, right? You know, this attempt to kind of smooth some feathers and lull people into subscribing to CBS All Access come January. Don't be fooled, people. This Picard series is not going to be the Picard you know. It's not going to be set in Picard's universe. It's going to be set in the Mikey Spock universe, right? And what does that mean? That means the chair that he sits in the pilot might well be Mikey Spock, because she's made of fucking wood. And that's my fucking opinion.
Doomcock does not hold back, and that's why we love him here at Geeks and Gamers. So Nicholas Glenn says, Jeremy, what PS4 games would you recommend to Doomcock? You have a PS4, Doomcock?
Well, Nicholas Glenn himself sent me a PlayStation 4. He gifted me with a PlayStation 4. He heard that I am absolutely enthralled with Red Dead Redemption. I think it is the best fucking game I've ever played. I wanted to live there, man. I wanted to live there. And so when, you know, they came up about Red Dead Redemption 2, I said, well, you know, I can't afford a PlayStation 4, so I'm going to be a late adopter, you know, be in a few years when they come down in price or something. And he took pity on the future ruler of Earth and sent me one. So I am totally thrilled. Nicholas Glenn, hail and thank you.
Shout out to you, Nicholas Glenn. That's amazing. And the support that the community gives us all is incredible. So nothing but respect to you. If I was going to recommend any games, considering you like Red Dead, I would definitely recommend The Last of Us. If you have not played The Last of Us, there's a remastered version. That's easily the top game I would recommend to you. Incredible storytelling, incredible gameplay, incredible narrative. So have you played that one?
I have heard of it. I have a queue of PlayStation 3 games, and it came bundled in a PlayStation 3 that I bought. So I've been waiting to play it. But you're saying I ought to hold off and get that PlayStation 4 version.
Yes, get the PlayStation 4 version. I mean, the PS3 version is beautiful and it's excellent, but it's gonna maximize everything if you get the remastered version. So definitely The Last of Us. There's a ton of games I could recommend, but The Last of Us is going to be at the top of my list, along with the God of War series. You can get the God of War series remastered. The latest God of War just came out, but those are the two. I can name a slew. I could talk about Uncharted and Bloodborne and Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's the one I'm playing right now, Uncharted 4.
Okay. So and that's, The Last of Us is going to blow you away. I would be very interested to hear your thoughts. And maybe you should live stream that on your channel. I think that would get a lot of people watching. So give you an idea there. Idea. All right, but that's awesome, Nicholas. The support is amazing. So all right, let me catch up because I kind of jumped around here. Iraq's the Hero says bring Colonial Comics in to fight Doomcock. Is there a beef there?
I don't know who he is. So if I have a beef, it's on my backside. I don't know.
Man, John T. Net. Wow, at that super chat. Hail Doomcock. And he's got cock K-O-K. There's a lot of misspelling around here on the Geeks and Gamers channel because they love to aggravate me. So hail Doomcock. Hail Relamy. Hashtag prick card. It's a beautiful day to smash that melee button. TM, thankful donation for G&G to buy more planks of wood at Home Depot. John T. Net, thank you so very much. Very, very kind of you. And misspelling Doomcock's name, hail Ralamy, Picard, and smash the melee button. So thank you so very much. Amazing support. Always appreciated. And you know that. Okay. Let's see. Darth Armo says Doom, Gloom, Bloom, and Mario Kart with a C. They love spelling Mario Kart with a C around here because they know it offends me. Guys, are you going to bring Proper Jeremy into this? Okay, so Proper Jeremy's main focus is to fight for equality, to fight for inclusion, to fight for women to be respected, to make sure everyone understands that white people, especially white men, are evil. All men are evil. They're the scum of the earth. The only exceptions men can have is if they're not white and they present an opportunity to project my wokeness. Other than that, they're all evil. Women can do anything men can do. In fact, women can do it better, unless they support Trump. In that case, fuck them. Proper Jeremy understands he's a white male, but he understands that all other white males are horrible devils. Proper Jeremy may practice, but I can't even fucking keep this going. Oh God, I can't even say the words coming out of my mouth.
Well, as a proper Doomcock here, and I have to tell you that as a white male, I am repulsive. I spend all of my time attempting to put down the so-called minorities, and women. I think that keeping women down is a sport among our sort. So yes, a wretched white man. Back to you, Proper Jeremy, you scoundrel.
For the first time, Proper Jeremy will say the words Doomcock. It's a little offensive, but because Doomcock has recognized that all white males are devils, Proper Jeremy can say those words. Okay, I guess. Proper Doomcock has been born on the Geeks and Gamers channel. This is a revolutionary day, everyone. All right.
Well, improper, because I'm confessing. I'm confessing what a wretch and vagabond and rogue I am to be so oppressive. I am the man that was spoken of in Shaft and entertainments of that ilk.
Goodness. Oh, this live stream is off and running. So I've dropped the link to Overlord DVD, which is Doomcock's channel. I'm going to drop it again. If my phone will cooperate. Boom, there we go. Okay, Mattuine, hail Doomcock. Which will be more entertaining, Star Wars Episode 9 or the Alf reboot?
Oh, God, that's like asking, do you want to have your throat cut or be burned to death? I think Alf will be more entertaining because I just don't care as much about Alf as I do about Star Wars. And Star Wars is just going to be oh, God damn, it's going to be so bad, dude. Episode 9, it's going to be like, I can't even, like a desperate flop sweating whore out on the side of the street. A whore that used to get $1,000 a night, and now she's like, making her Starbucks money the hard way, a quarter at a time. You know what I mean? Because it's like nobody wants what they're selling anymore, and all the value is gone. But she's she's wrapping it all up. She's saying, hey, I'm gonna do the dirty Sanchez that you've been waiting for, and I'm gonna do the donkey act, that was that you wanted way back in episode 7, and the midget thing that as well. So come on down. And it's like, nah, that ship has sailed, honey. That the donkey's not interested even. So that's what I think.
Yeah, and this is the level of that Kathleen Kennedy Star Wars has brought us to. Everyone knows Doomcock is not a JJ Abrams fan. No. Everyone knows that I have said I like JJ Abrams. They have gotten to the point where even a person that likes JJ and a person that hates JJ both don't give a fuck about episode 9. That's how bad it's gotten. That's how bad. I mean, it's unbelievable. Oh. It takes a lot of bad decisions to get us to that place, and that is exactly where they are. If you would have told me back in 2015 that I was going to be in this place as a Star Wars fan, I would have never believed it. I would have really I would probably have said I would probably win the lottery before that happens. That's how far-fetched that idea is, and just bad decision after bad decision after bad decision, and no self-awareness on their part. And I'll keep. Go ahead.
Yeah, and the complete scorn, the complete contempt that they have had for their audience, for their fans, for their customers. It's like Alex Becker says, we are the fucking customers. And we're supposed to be right at least part of the fucking time, right?
Yeah.
But no, we're never right. And not only that, we're racist and sexist, despite the fact that poll you cited, where what characters do you want to see? Akosha and Mace Windu were at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. It had Ahsoka and Mace Windu at the top on the for the hero side, and for the villain side, Ventress was at the top, and it just shows that their narrative is always wrong. Facts always destroy the narrative, but they focus on the narrative more than the facts, because that's exactly what they like to do. So Willie Houston says, nothing to add, just really like your content. Willie, thank you so much. If you like Geeks and Gamers, you're going to love Overlord DVD, so make sure to subscribe over to his channel. I keep dropping that link in the comments below. And let's see, Stone_Loki blew the Hemi in my charger today. Damn. No more supers for a while, Jeremy. Sorry, Lord Doomcock. I'll send pics on Patreon. Hey, man, sorry to hear that. I feel you on that. So you're not going to lose any standing in this community. I can promise you that. So.
No, dude, that's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. So sorry to hear that. If you can get it down to the center of the earth, my techs will work on it for you for free.
Damn it. That's awesome. Morlock, all hail Doomcock, our liege lord and commander. Hail Geeks and Gamers. Star Trek is dead. Star Wars is torturing zombie corpse. How have we gotten to the point where Star Wars and Star Trek are completely irrelevant? Do you know how we got to this point? Social justice warriors. That is when you are so concerned with driving personal politics into something just to fit your narrative. Now, look, I'm not a Star Trek fan, but Star Trek has always had a lot more social awareness in their storytelling. Am I right, Doomcock? A lot
Absolutely.
But not from an agenda standpoint, from a storytelling standpoint, correct?
That's right. I mean, absolutely. The thing about it is, look, I don't mind any artist, kind of forwarding their worldview in their art. But the thing is that when the propaganda or the philosophy takes the front seat and the story and the characters move to the back, that is when it's a huge fucking problem. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if it's right wing, left wing, whatever. It doesn't matter. Because artists have a right to express themselves, but injecting this politics and this virtue signaling, this empty, hollow shit, as opposed to when Roddenberry made Star Trek. I mean, this shit was on the table, man. I mean, all this stuff about, all the issues that they did, like the Vietnam War and things that they would mask in science fiction trappings to get past the censors. Well, that's fine because they were still telling great stories with great characters, and it was subtle. Subtle. That's the key.
Exactly. It's got to be subtle. I remember there was an interview with Kathleen Kennedy where she was talking about, we want Star Wars to look more like the real world, as far as from a social standpoint and a racial standpoint. No, the fuck we don't. We wanted to look like Star Wars. I don't need a goddamn McDonald's in my Star Wars, okay? I don't need it to look like my world. I need it to look like Star Wars. And this continuous agenda-driven narrative has destroyed it. And I'll tell you, they believed Star Wars was strong enough to withstand it. Mm-hmm. That's what they thought. They thought, hey, you know what? It's gonna be the best thing ever. These idiots are gonna go out in like drones and go to these movies constantly. And guess what? Reality smacked them right in the face. Yeah. Right in the face.
Thank God there's still people that care about standards and still know shit from Shinola and can recognize from a distance of 30 feet that that's not Star Wars. I mean, it's not even close.
Yeah, and they just instead of when they get called out for their bad storytelling, they just try to paint everyone as a racist and a sexist. Like, no, we like well-written female characters. We like well-written characters. Period. We don't care what they are. We don't wake up every day thinking about race and sex. Right. Well, sex, but not like, so
we are toxic white males and we do enjoy sex. Yes.
Yeah. But we don't just wake up and just think about like, who's being victimized today? Normal people don't do that. Normal people wake up and go, fuck, I don't want to go to work. Shit. All right, let me go to work. Let me go pay some bills. Let me deal with family stuff. And these SJWs wake up every day. First thing to do, get on Twitter. Who can offend me today? I can't imagine living life like that. I can't. It's unbelievable. But that's what happens when you don't have a job or any responsibilities in life. And that's what SJWs have is nothing.
And also no charisma either. So it's like, your average SJW guy wakes up and says, how can I get a girl to notice me today? I know. I'll protest something. Let's see. Oh, look at that. James Gunn. Okay, we'll get that. That's good. That'll get me something. A hand job, maybe.
Never trust a male feminist. I'm just telling you, never. I mean, Joss Whedon is a perfect example of that, and I like Joss Whedon's movies. He is a dirty dude, man. He's like all acting like he respects women. Dude's like nailing every chick on the side behind his wife's back, putting this male feminist front up. It's just, it's so bad.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Yeah. Obi-Wan Kenobi, we should stop hating and join the Kathleen Kennedy Club. It's totally grand wizard. And he spelled club with a K. I'll leave it at that. The Night Clerk, hail Lord Doomcock, and Jeremy, you rock.
Hail Night Clerk. Good to see you, my friend.
Thank you so much. Savin Sandstrom says, all hail Doomcock. What do you think will happen to the Legion show in the aftermath of the Disney takeover of Fox?
I don't think anything in particular, honestly. The thing about Disney that's paradoxical is that on one hand, they tend to leave the creatives at the companies they acquire alone. Now, this has been very good thing for Marvel because there's good people at the helm at Marvel. It's been very, very bad for Star Wars because they had the wrong people at the helm at Star Wars, but they've generally let these people go. Now, that may change after this Kathleen Kennedy debacle. They may start paying a little more attention and maybe not extending as much creative freedom. But as far as Fox goes, I don't know why they would screw around with something that is being more or less successful. Legion's a great show. I don't see any reason why Disney would mess with it. What do you think, Jeremy?
I know nothing about Legion. I haven't seen it. I think isn't Mark Duplass on Legion?
I don't know the names of
Mark. Yeah, because Mark Duplass is an actor, and what was it, about a month ago? He simply just tweeted that, "Hey, if any of my liberal friends in Hollywood are looking for a different opinion, they should follow Ben Shapiro." And the SJWs just literally just bullied this guy into submission for having an opinion, and he took the tweet down, and he issued an apology And in his apology, he had to clarify that he's not racist and he's not sexist and he respects all women and all this crap. And he's not a Nazi. All because simply because he just said, hey, if you're looking for a different opinion. So that's really that's the most I know about that. I'm pretty sure they said he was part of Legion. He's not. So it says Mark is not on Legion. What is Mark on? I thought they said he was on Legion. Am I mistaken on that?
I don't recognize him from Legion. I don't know. But it's a hell of a good show, Jeremy. It's kind of a art house meets mutants kind of thing. It's based on something in the Marvel universe, but it's gone so far into its own kind of bold artistic statement. It's a really outstanding show, and I don't know. I don't think Disney will mess with it.
They said The League is what he's on, so that's my bad. Okay, so my bad on that. Yeah, but my problem with TV is Netflix has kind of ruined me, so I really don't watch anything unless it's like all the seasons are on Netflix because I just love to binge.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of ruined from that standpoint. So, but yeah, so it sounds like Doomcock's definitely got more information on that. So let's see. Alex G says, Alex G is always one-upping himself. Mario Spock, not Mario Kart, Mario Spock. Well done, Alex G. Well done, my friend. You every day you come up with a new way to do that. So Joseph Cittadano, if you like old RPGs, I recommend Neverwinter Night series. The first one was recently remastered and re-released on Steam. I'm not, I played like RPGs back in the day, but as I got older, family life, kids, RPGs are hard to really find the time for me to play. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and plus we have 2 YouTube channels, so I mean, that keeps 98% of our time.
Yeah, definitely. Aaron Cook says, on the subject of games, you guys looking forward to Days Gone when it drops? Hail Doomcock with a CH. Days Gone looks pretty good on PS4. I'm sure Doomcock probably hasn't seen anything on it, but the trailer looks really good. It's not on my top tier list. Spider-Man PS4 is at the top of my list. Smash Bros. I don't have a lot of time to play video games anymore. So Smash Bros. And Spider-Man PS4 are definitely the 2 games I'm looking forward to. God of War was my most anticipated game of the year prior to the Smash Bros. Announcement. And God of War has been great, but I still haven't found the time to really dive deep into that. Are you familiar with Days Gone?
I probably saw I'm thinking I saw the trailer for it, but I can't place the details. I mean, is that the one... That one,
it's like a dude in a motorcycle. He's got a motorcycle.
Okay,
he's got like a Sons of Anarchy looking cut that he wears. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah, have you seen Sons of Anarchy, man? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! One of the greatest television shows ever. Love it so much. All right, ST Rome, Soy Wars Episode 9, Ghosts of Soy Wars Past, featuring Luke Soy Walker, Sand Hater Soy Walker, Obi Woke Kenobi, and Master Soida. Wow, that was well done, ST Rome.
That's right.
That was good.
And a force sensitive character whose name is simply Soy. He's a very zen character, Soy.
William Rohr says, Jeremy, I'm a big fan. Keep fighting the good fight. Hail Lord Doomcock. Everyone subscribe to his channel and join the fight and preserve our canon.
Yes. Canon must be preserved, people. On this all depends.
And on that, I will drop another link. So like I said, we're determined to really booster Doomcock's channel up to, hopefully we can get him close to 9,000. I know that's a stretch probably because, a lot of your audience is probably already, there are a lot of people that are listening directly to the live stream probably already subscribed, but hopefully we can push some more that way. And then over the course of time, once the live stream gets some more traction, we can definitely get some more subs your way, because that's what this is all about. The Fandom Menace is all about helping each other out. And I think Doomcock's going to be a force to be reckoned with on YouTube, and eventually he's going to take over the world. So I might as well stay on his good side regardless. I mean,
You're there.
I'm kind of scared to tell him that I liked Lost, so I don't know what he's going to do. He may.
God, yeah. Look, dude, that last episode. Come on, you cannot defend that last episode.
I didn't like the last season the first time I watched it. The last season disappointed me greatly. But I watched it when I watched it the second time, I picked up on a lot of it again. And now I'm not saying it's perfect, the ending, and I understand why people criticize it, but the characters on that show were incredible. And there's something about the high points of that show were so high. And the questions that it asked, and the smoke monster, and I just loved all of it. And I'm such a, like, I would love to be on a deserted island and just crash there on a beach like that. So just because I wouldn't have to deal with dumbass kids in the, theater on their damn phones and shit like that. But, but there's something about that show, man. I really loved it. And I was satisfied with the end, but I had to watch it a second time to be satisfied with it. My whole family, we watched it together, and we kind of watched that because that last episode comes and it doesn't really feel like it answers anything, and it leaves you hanging. Very disappointing.
That's what I'm saying.
And but when you watch it a second time, and even those like seasons, like the like after season 3 is where I started having problems with it the first time. But when I watched it again, I picked up on it and understood it a little bit better. So, I'm a fan of it. So hopefully Doomcock will keep me in his new world order once he creates it. So.
Well, you must never speak of this abomination again. And I'll pretend, it's kind of like if I went over to your place, and your wife let me in, and I'm sitting there on the couch, and suddenly you this like extreme bondage gear and rubber ball in your mouth, and you go and you run away all scared. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. So yeah, it's okay. We're good. Never again.
Good stuff. Nicholas Glenn, Doomcock and Jeremy, Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin. I'm okay with that. Okay with that. So
what do you sing?
No, but I can try, but I want to keep our subs for right now, so I'm not going to. I'm no Uncle E. I'll say that. So proper Jeremy might can sing, but I'm going to have to test that another time. I don't know if proper Jeremy can sing. Regular Jeremy can't. So
Doomcock, as you know, I mean, he sings. Remember I did that thing with Cecil?
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually it was Harvey that did the thing with Cecil. But yeah, I'm always out, you're nobody till somebody loves you. Yeah.
Well, I mean, proper Jeremy is a big fan of, well, I had no time of my life, but never. All right, I'm stopping. So.
I chased the bright, elusive butterfly of love.
There is a little bit of disrespecting women in that movie. I just want to point out there's a lot of objectifying, and proper Jeremy does not support that. So people are like, oh God, unsub. Where's improper Jeremy?
Digs it. I dig it, man.
Oh man. All right, let me catch up here. Nerdrotic channel, here is to the Donkey Show. Super chat of $10. Here's to the Donkey Show.
That's right. Episode 9, Tijuana. Yep.
Oh man. Obi-Wan Kenobi, episode 9, Twice the Pride, Double the Fall. I agree. I said this, I don't know if Doomcock, you heard this. I've said this on a few of my live streams, but I mean, I've made my pitch about how they should, this was like 5 or 6 weeks ago. I said they should split episode 9 into 2 parts. Luke Skywalker has to be alive. If you don't do those 2 things, then it's over and it doesn't matter. And it's probably over anyway. But if you don't do that, because you split episode 9 into 2 parts, because that way you can fix The Last Jedi, because you can't fix The Last Jedi and tell a proper story within 2.5 hour movie. You know what I mean? So split it into 2 parts. I know the rumors have came out since. They're not going to split it into 2 parts, so I don't think there's any chance in hell. So then I made another pitch, and I said, okay. I was like, all right, here's the only thing. If I was involved with creative at this point with episode 9, I start the movie out 5 years after The Last Jedi. 5 years later, Kylo Ren he's a new character. He's been trained. He's been going through battles. He has his mask back, but it's a different type of mask. It's got battle scars on it. Starts out with Finn and Poe. They're the first 2 characters we see. They're on some new planet. They're searching things out. They turn the corner. Kylo Ren standing there. Kylo Ren kills these motherfuckers, and they're never mentioned again. They're fucking done. Their names are never mentioned again. And you're like, oh shit. Like, kill them. Fucking kill them. Okay, then within the next 20 minutes, Kylo has to have some type of interaction with Rey, and he has to beat the hell out of her. Break her legs, break her ribs, beat her down. And then at this point, you're going, okay, okay, what the hell? And we follow Kylo for the next maybe 45 minutes where he's doing this Knights of Ren stuff, and they're beating the shit out of everybody. Meanwhile, Rey has to somehow channel Luke Skywalker through the Force. And then Luke's like, you're going to figure this out. And she has to rebuild herself. She has to go through all of this training to heal her body and learn something of that nature. You know what I mean? It sets a tone.
Right.
You know, kill Poe and Finn like they are irrelevant. Or maybe Rose Tico and Holdo can be there and he can just kill them. And it sets a tone. You're like, all right, fuck it, we're done. You know what I mean? But that's not going to happen. We know this isn't going to happen. So, it's just it's a lost cause. It's a lost cause.
But may I, improper Doomcock here, may I offer a suggestion, a refinement of your excellent idea?
Yes,
I like
improper Doomcock. You may proceed.
Thank you, sir. I think that it would be wonderful, dashing, in fact, if Kylo beats her severely, as you say, kicks her and breaks her ribs and, breaks her nose and so on. And then after that, she brings him a beer. I think that is the most improper idea that I can come up with. Oh, you're a scallywag and a scamp, you Doomcock. Be away with you. All right. No need to be fussy.
Proper Jeremy is very offended by the language coming out of your mouth. The women should never be disrespected like that. It's very, very toxic behavior coming out of your mouth. I'm very offended, right? I'm putting my pussy hat on and I'm protesting you and your YouTube channel. It's over.
I think that they're both good ideas, but I think what should happen is Ren should kill everybody, and then he should go down to a little planet called Earth and go downstairs, way down to the center, and push a button. I think that's a great idea.
Thank you, Harvey.
Okay, this is SJW, Jeremy. Okay, listen to me. Let me talk to you right now, okay? You don't ever talk to my wife's kid like that again, okay? I don't have a kid on my own because I was cucked, but it's okay. Don't talk to my wife's kid like that again. I'm Brian Skelter, CNN. All right, anyway.
If I can find your child, I will happily devour him. Harvey Cthulhu.
Oh man, I guess you guys were not expecting this, but that is what happens when you tune into a Geeks and Gamers live stream when Doomcock is present. At some point, I'm going to have to come over and do a live stream on your channel.
Oh God, that would be awesome. Would you do that?
Absolutely, man. We can make that happen. So, because the people are loving this, they're loving having you on, and I think it's I think we can have some fun over on your channel as well. So
right. We're bad. We're enabling each other. This is like.
Nicholas Glenn, I work to support Geeks and Gamers and Doomcock with a K or a CK. That's awesome.
I got to tell you, I hate misspellings too. I really, really fucking do. I mean,
how this whole thing started because somebody super chatted me because I'm a big fan of Mario Kart and I'm really good at Mario Kart and I'm always talking about I'm good at it. And he was being serious and he's like, Jeremy, it never been misspelled before. And he's like, Jeremy, if you really want to, when you guys come to Chicago for a celebration, I challenge you to a game of Mario Kart. And he was serious about it, but he spelled Mario Kart with a C. And that always drives me crazy. And I'm like, look, you don't step to the man and talk shit about playing Mario Kart and misspell the goddamn word. Okay, you don't do that. And then it created this thing where people were just like constantly now Mario Kart with a C. Now they're changing it. There's Mario Quart with a QW. There's Mario Cert. I see it. And there's somebody that now there's a screen name of Lelami, that's Lelami, missing eyebrows because people don't think I have eyebrows because they're so light. Oh my God.
You're blonde. You're blonde. You're Mr. Blonde.
I've never even seen that damn account, and here it is now showing up. You guys are fantastic. So Jeff the Iron Wolf, all hail Geeks and Gamers, and Lord Doomcock, Mario Kart with a C. I just love how he casually just puts Mario Kart and he has to spell it with a C. It's great. Yeah. Morgan McGinnis says, proper Jeremy has eyebrows. It's because proper Jeremy paints them on.
Oh, yeah.
Warren Roar says, Star Wars Episode 9 will further our hate and rage, causing fans to implode with SJW overload. If Raylo happens, I will go to the Sandoom myself and push the button.
Yeah, you'll have to beat me to it, Warren, because let me tell you, if it gets bad enough, Harvey's my ace in the hole. He's going to be unleashed, and that's it. But Jeremy, the thing about that I hate absolutely worst about all these kind of kind of alternative movements, these sensitive things, is that they're grammatically incorrect. It's not so much the politics and all that shit behind them. It's just they can't speak English properly. It's like the whole woke thing.
Yep.
They ask you, are you woke? No, I may be awakened, but I am never woke, because that's wrong. Just like corn. What a silly name for a band. It's spelled with a C. God damn it. It's spelled with a C.
That's awesome. Michael Tyron says, I like Wars and Trek. Does that make me a pansci-factual? Pansci-factual. All hell Doomcock. Doomcock spelled Doomkokc, and geeks with a C, gamers. Oh my God.
That's like Doom Coke. That's like really the worst brand of Coke. New Coke was bad enough, but Doom Coke just sat on the shelves. It's not good. Kills gophers, though. If you have gophers, pour it on the lawn. It gets rid of them.
Ian Voss says, all hail Doomcock. We are diligently preparing your coup, my liege. Save us soon before episode 9 if you can. Am I saying that right, liege?
Yes, liege.
Okay. Exactly. Okay. So save us soon before episode 9 if you can. They're counting on you, Doomcock. They're counting on you.
We are working hard. We are fucking working our asses off, all of us in this movement, trying to save it. I mean, I heard you say, Jeremy, and I've heard many people allege that, Kathleen is on her way out or is out, and September is the target. And I think that's right. I mean, the fact that she didn't know about the whole Leah being cast in episode 9, all the things that you were saying since March, that she's out of the loop. I think she may be gone.
I think so too. I firmly believe it. I do. And I just want to give one more shout out to John T. Net for that massive super chat. Hong Kong, $800 from Hong Kong, which translates to $100 US, and incredible. Thank you so very much for the support, man. Just somebody was asking if I've seen it. Yeah, I saw it earlier, and I wanted to highlight that again. Incredible. So, yeah, but I think
amazing. He's a great guy, and he's one of my Legionnaires. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead, Jeremy.
No, not at all. Yeah, but I do firmly believe Kathleen Kennedy's gone. I said this the other day. I made a video on this woman back in March 19th, and I titled it "Where's Kathleen Kennedy?" I had one of our editors put her in like a Where's Waldo outfit for the thumbnail. And March 19th is I was talking about she's disappeared. And we're in August. She still hasn't said a word. It's incredible. She literally is the worst president ever, or she doesn't have a job anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's a third alternative, that she's in Iger's basement and he's telling her it rubs the lotion on its skin.
That's just... And the fact that so many people aren't looking at this, like they're always defending her. And I'm like, where is she at if she's so great? Where is she at? She's not doing her job. All of her projects are getting canceled. Yeah. Everything is looking like she's done. Right? We heard the rumors about September. Dave Filoni, it's just recently Dave Filoni said that he is not going to be in the day-to-day operations of Resistance, which, again, I wasn't even looking forward to Resistance, but now I really don't give a shit if he's not directly involved. But what Dave Filoni is doing to Resistance is what a creative person should be doing. He created the project, he got it off the ground, and then he brought more creative people in that could use his vision and carry out his vision, and then he's moving on to other projects. That, to me, sounds like the person that should be involved with Star Wars and creatively from every project.
Yeah, exactly. And that's probably why, it may be just that he's going to have his hands full with something else, hint, hint, very soon.
Yep. We can only hope. And I understand if they don't want to put Filoni in as president. I know he's never ran a major studio. That's a big job. But you kind of did put, George Lucas and Steven Spielberg's secretary in that position. So Dave Filoni's got a hell of a lot more experience than she did anyway. Well, yeah. So, and everybody's like, oh, she's a producer. She's a prolific producer. Motherfucker. None of you went to see Jurassic Park because Kathleen fucking Kennedy's name was on it. Okay? No single human being went to see any movie she's ever produced because she produced it. Right. Nobody. I mean, so what? So I remember Star Wars Celebration. I remember everyone going, I'm on the fence about The Last Jedi because, I'm not sure, but Kathleen Kennedy's producing, so I think I'm going to see it open a weekend, and that's why it broke all the records. It broke all the records because people were fooled. And they thought that the questions were going to be answered. Her name had nothing to do with it. No project she's ever been associated with had anything to do with the success of it. And
Right,
so,
exactly. And, you know, I think actually what you said just a minute ago about, you know, Filoni has never, you know, been a producer like that, has never run a studio. I think I would posit the theory that that might actually mitigate in his favor, because I think probably Iger had such a mess on his hands with Kennedy, the rat kingdom that she set up at Lucasfilm, with all her loyalists just riddled through it, you know, like termites through a plank, that they couldn't get anybody that was qualified to run a studio. He had to take a chance. And I just have a feeling it might be Filoni. I mean, because they couldn't get anybody that was safer and established. So I think Iger might have had to take a chance. I don't know.
yeah, it's very strange how this is all played out. But like I said, you know, I just don't see any logical way that she's still in power, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, let me see where we at here. Mattuine says, show me a straight woke male and I'll show you someone trying to get his woke in his woke girlfriend's pants. Yes. Oh man, look, it is any man who just preaches about how much he respects women. Basically, he's either trying to get laid or he's covering up for something. So
yeah,
that's all it comes down to. Nicholas Glenn, I don't feel represented in the new Terminator movie, and I'm very offended. I'm glad the new Predator movie is not going in that direction. And I'm sure everybody saw my reaction to that fucking Terminator picture. But the Predator movie, I'm not overly looking forward to it, but maybe it'll be good. What about you?
Nah, I don't really care. But this whole thing, like Nicholas raises a good point about this representation. I don't see representation in this movie. Look, man, one of my favorite fucking animated films of all times is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Am I represented in there? No, nowhere. Not even the chipmunks, man. None of the dwarfs. Prince Charming, you know, I don't look like him, and but I still love it. Same thing with Little Mermaid. It doesn't matter. I have an imagination. Okay, if you give me a good character of any sex, any race to identify with, as long as they're written well, you know what? They're human beings, and I connect with that. That's what I fucking connect with. I don't care about the race or the sex. Give me a good character and a good script, and I am there. I'm sold. And that is in scant supply today.
Boom. Boom. Mic drop. You're 100% right. So Daryl Raynor says, SJW at CBS and Lucasfilm don't care about the stories or the fans. The Expanse presents diversity perfectly, though. Yeah, they definitely don't. They don't. No, none of these people that, like, and I've said it before, somebody mentioned, I can't remember, someone was talking about how anybody that uses the term SJW is an idiot, and that this person was all for, equality. Okay, first of all, who the fuck isn't for equality? Like legitimate equality? Like who the fuck doesn't want everyone to be treated fairly? You should be treated fairly based on your how qualified you are for a position, how hard you work to get there. You shouldn't what these people that preach equality, it's a blanket term for special treatment.
Yeah.
They want special treatment. They don't want equality. They want people to get special treatment because they don't want to work for anything. If you work your ass off, you should get where you're going. That doesn't guarantee it, but you've got to put yourself in that position, because there are people that work hard that don't get what they want, because it all comes down to luck and all these other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you look at a lot of people that are successful, and some of them go, man, I never would have imagined this, and it's all because you got the right breaks, but you still had to take the first step to put yourself in that position. And so equality by the SJW standard is bullshit. Normal people are all for equality because, like I said, normal people don't wake up in the morning worrying about these things. They just meet somebody, and if the person's nice to them, you're nice back. If you're an asshole to them, they're like, I don't really want to talk to that person. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So just unbelievable. Now, The Expanse. What is The Expanse? He says it presents diversity perfectly, though.
Oh, it's a science fiction epic. I mean, it's based on a series of 9 books by James S.A. Corey. And it is basically set in the future where Earth and Mars and a community of people who work in outer space mining asteroids, they're called the Belters, are three political factions of humans that have kind of spread throughout the solar system. And that show is the most, hands down, the most diverse show on television, without a doubt. And they don't trumpet it at all. They simply present well-written characters that you accept immediately because they are expertly written, brilliantly performed, and no virtue signaling whatsoever. And that is a perfect presentation of what true equality would look like in the future, where really where you're from, because Earth and Mars and the belt are so radically different that they're in conflict for that reason. But otherwise, nothing. Nobody pays any damn attention to it at all. And that's what he's talking about.
And the show I always bring up is Cobra Kai is something that blends, diversity perfectly, and there's no agenda bullshit, and it's just you don't notice it, you don't sit there and notice that it's diverse because it's well written and it's awesome, and it respects the characters that came before it, and then it gently just blends in these new characters, and you're just sitting there going, I love all of these characters because the storytelling has made me love them all.
Yeah.
And so
amazing show. I recommend it entirely.
Yes, definitely. All right, Jeremy, I don't know how to say his last name. It's Shotalin. JJ Abrams ruined Star Wars and Star Trek. He's the only common denominator. Doomcock, you're gonna love that comment. So
yeah, he is the one of the four horrors of the apocalypse. JJ, Ruin Johnson, Kathleen Kennedy, and Alex Kurtzman are all banded together to bring cinematic apocalypse to every franchise that we love. If you see something going down the toilet that you love, like, I'm sure there's something to do on Thundercats with Bad Robot. Bad Robot is everywhere, and it is horrible.
Hey, I can counter you though. I can counter you.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible.
Well,
when JJ got involved, that's when it started. Because I thought 2 was terrible, and I love the series. I thought 2 was really bad. 1 was okay, 2 was not good, and then 3 is where it really took off, and it's been phenomenal since. And Bad Robot's been involved.
Well, the thing is, though, now I'm not a huge Mission Impossible fan from way back, but I've talked to fans of the show, and they have exactly the same complaints that we do. That Mission Impossible used to be a very clever, kind of caper-oriented, show with a lot of twists and stuff, and basically they turned it into a action movie, and now it's a kick-ass action movie. And I've heard that this latest one is outstanding, but
so good.
Yeah, I've heard it's fantastic. But the fans of actual Mission Impossible kind of hate it, and so there you go. I mean, okay, I'm not that guy.
Well, but I would say that. Because that was a problem that probably was started before Bad Robot got involved. I don't think Bad Robot was involved in the first 2. I might be mistaken, but I know that's when JJ took over was Mission Impossible 3.
I think you're right.
So so I think so. But we will. Well, I can't really argue the point that Jeremy's making. So
no, that's true. But you also got to remember that Tom Cruise is the uber boss over the whole thing. I mean, without him, it collapses like a house of cards. So he may just not put up with their shit. He may turn down a lot of really bad ideas that they want to do. So that may be a filter. I'm just saying.
That's true, and say what you want about Tom Cruise, the man is a mother effing legend. Yeah. That dude. You need to see Fallout though. Fallout's one of the best action movies I've seen in a long time.
I got to go see it. I'm excited.
It's great. I was blown away by it. So, Rax the Hero, Cower, Doomcock, Colonial Comics is here. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know.
And it's, let's see, Asaki says, Hail Doomcock, our master and overlord. Could you imagine an SJW being forced to watch John Wayne's McClintock?
McClintock.
Oh my gosh, man. If they had to watch old school John Wayne or Eastwood and anything like that, they would. Even Gran Torino, for fuck's sake. They would still. I'm surprised they didn't freak out over Gran Torino with all the racist remarks that he made, which were hilarious, by the way.
I know.
Spooks and all that. What are you spooks up to? So.
In Mars Attacks, you saw that, right?
Yes, long time ago.
Where, they go through the streets playing Slim Whitman. Go, when I'm calling you. And it makes their heads explode. Well, if you want to do the same thing to SJWs, get a hold of an old DVD of All in the Family. and play some of Archie Bunker's speeches on a speaker mounted on your car, and you will see them like falling like red rain from the skyscrapers. You know, you'll see planes crashing as SJW spontaneously combust at the Norman Lear sitcom from the 70s.
Beautiful. Or Married with Children. Don't forget Married with Children. That would piss him off right there, man. Oh my God.
Peg was hot. Peg was
so good. So good. So let's see. All right. So apparently I'm saying this wrong, and I don't know how to say it. Colonal. I don't know how to say this. Colonel Comics. They're telling me I'm saying it wrong, though.
You say colonel, and I say colonel.
How hot does your outfit get, Doomcock?
Oh, well, I'm straight, so I can't tell you. I'm not attracted to me, but I think, women think it's pretty hot. So I guess it gets pretty hot. I don't know. Couldn't say.
Joseph Citadano says, you missed the main villains of Soy Wars. Abloth Kennedy, Emperor Palpatine, and Darth Jar Jar Abrams. Oh my goodness, you guys are on it tonight. Escape World Show, Jeremy, what do you think of Final Fantasy VII? You rock. I played the first few Final Fantasies back in the old school days. I didn't play any of them on the PlayStation and forward. Like I said, that was kind of at a point when I just got really busy and didn't have time to dedicate to RPGs. I know Final Fantasy VII is considered one of the all-time greats, but I have never played it. So there you'll have to talk to some more qualified people at the geeksandgamers.com staff. There's a little plug for geeksandgamers.com. Also, let me hit another link for that channel, Doomcock Overlord DVD. Now, did you not name it Doomcock because you didn't want it to get flagged? Is that what it was?
Yeah. Well, I heard I went into this thing completely ignorant. I had no contacts out in the YouTube world. I was just so goddamn angry about Discovery that I just had to rant. So, I emerged from hiding and I filmed myself, despite the fact that I wanted to remain a secret to the world because I didn't want them to know I was going to invade, but I just couldn't keep my mouth shut after that. But I didn't know shit. So I just put, Doomcock. And then I heard Midnight's Edge laughing and saying, well, he's going to get demonetized. And I thought, fuck. So I thought, well, what could I do? It's like, well, Overlord DVD, Dictor Van Doomcock. And, it seems to work. So, yeah.
Good stuff. So apparently I've been pronouncing colonel is Colonel, Colonel. And it's, I guess you pronounce that Colonel. So, I'll bring proper Jeremy in the next time he comments. So, all right.
Colonel, Kernal. Corn again, damn it. Corn again.
Let's see. Where did I fall off at? Oh, okay. Nickel Noodles, Jeremy and Doomcock for 2020 presidency, the proper vote. How about 2024? At least in my opinion. I'm not running against Trump. So,
Well, I'm going to conquer the world. I'm not running for president. I might, just for laughs, might run for president. The bumper stickers would be priceless, right?
Just like bologna is bologna. Bologna, first of all, fried bologna sandwiches are amazing. I just wanted to make a point that fried bologna sandwiches are amazing. All right. And then so Colonel Comics says learn English. No. Why? What else would you do? What would you guys make fun of if I knew how to talk? That's why proper Jeremy only shows up every now and then. So Snowtrooper88, Hail Doomcock, do you watch Red Letter Media? Mike is a big fan of The Next Generation, and have you seen the Mr. Plinkett Star Trek reviews?
Yeah, I watched some old Mr. Plinkett, mostly about Star Wars, frankly. I thought they were really good, and but lately, I mean, he hasn't really been doing Plinkett. It's just been, kind of, they've morphed into something else, and I don't really follow that very much.
Yeah, I like Red Letter Media. I don't watch them that much, but their the Nerd Crew is fantastic, where they're making fun of Collider. I think it's great. But yeah, I like those guys. I think they have a great channel. I just don't watch them that much anymore. Yeah. Aaron Cook, what brand beer we talking for me? Ren? I don't know. Were we talking? Did we say something about you earlier? I don't drink beer, so I can't comment on that. So
somebody wants to comment on beer?
Yeah. Aaron Cook says, what brand beer we talking for me? I don't know what he's in reference to specifically, but go ahead and tell him what kind of beer you drink, I guess.
Well, It depends. Like if I'm just getting pizza on Sunday watching football, which I love to do, I'll get like some Miller Lite and I'll just chug them back. I mean, it's just like kind of like lemonade. It's a wholesome, refreshing beverage. It doesn't touch me, because I'm into the hard stuff. But if I'm really wanting to enjoy a beer, I will drink Guinness. Or I will drink Bass or Newcastle Brown Ale. I like the kind of UK beers that are out there. So those are my 4 go-to beers, basically.
Yeah. So everybody says they want to buy me a beer, so you got to buy me a Dr. Pepper or a Mountain Dew. So or a Yoo-Hoo. Yoo-Hoos are amazing too, but just no soy. That's really all it comes down to. No soy for me. No. So creepy little book. I will find your underground city, Doomcock.
Well, you better not. You wouldn't like the reception. I have some serious high tech. Plus, there's dinosaurs, lizard people, magma men, and now crazed bat creatures I've been breeding or circling. Death rays, and of course, there's Harvey. So,
Darth Hater, what a great day to beat the shit out of Ray and push the button. This is too awesome.
And bring him a beer.
James Lloyd Tiffner, thank you for the super chat. As always, Governor Tarkin, good evening, my lord. And Jeremy, maybe Secretary
good evening, Tarkin.
Maybe Secretary of Spelling for Doomcock's Empire. Richard Grant playing Thrawn is Kerry Russell Mara Jade. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think Mara Jade is going to be in episode 9? Do you think Richard Grant is playing Thrawn? What do you think?
I don't think so.
I don't think. Yeah, I know with Kerry Russell getting cast in episode 9, a lot of people are thinking that. I don't even think they know who Mara Jade is. So
yeah, and also I don't think Zahn would agree. I mean, I think he's got control over Mara Jade, doesn't he?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. I do not know.
That's what I thought. I think he has some kind of approval over the characters he created, even though it's copyright Lucasfilm. So I don't quite understand it, but that's what I've heard.
Well, that's kind of how Filoni is with Ahsoka. He has complete control, and they can't use that character without his approval. So I'm sure that Thrawn with Zahn probably has some type of the same type of deal. So hopefully.
But she's great. Kerry Russell is fantastic. So, I mean, she'd be great, but I just don't think it's in the cards.
Yeah. Let's see. And I don't see Thrawn being in it either. I just don't. But those pictures were really cool. So Joseph Citadano, Star Wars is such a joke. It should go full meme. Have Rey become I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to say this. OMNIPOTENT. How do I say that word?
Momopet?
OMNIPOTENT. What the fuck
think
does that
that's
mean?
Taiwanese for whore.
Well, let's just say literally a bad person. So make Kylo go full edgelord. He already is an edgelord. Wield a lightsaber and develop some heterochromia, wolf ears, and a wolf tail. Profit. Joseph, I don't know what the hell you were saying. Holy crap. So
he wants to turn it into Little Red Riding Hood in space. That sounds like to me.
I think people are intentionally misspelling words just to make me mad or pushing them all together. So, Joseph, you did send a $20 super chat, so I'm going to try to figure out what the hell you're talking about, and I'll go back to it. John Matrix, Jeremy, you have the best YouTube channel. What are your secrets to YouTube growth? Gotta go. Mike Zero just posted a video on Clone Wars Season 7. Misspell words. Let people make fun of you for misspelling words. And don't get butt hurt and flag people's channels like Mundane Matt.
Man. Hey-o. I can't believe that. It's such a bizarre situation. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking.
So, and I'll give you a serious answer, though. I mean, I don't know if I have the secret to growing a YouTube channel. All I can say is that you got to find a topic that people want to listen to, a topic that the algorithm's going to be friendly about, and keep talking about it, and then eventually you can grow your platform. I still have videos that I don't know, it's hard to figure out how the things go with, like, I make my James Gunn videos are now doing better than my Star Wars videos. I posted a Nintendo video today. It did okay. The algorithm is a nightmare. So but you've got to stay dedicated to it. I mean, I've had this YouTube channel for almost 5 years, I think 4 or 5 years, for 3 of them. Nobody gave a shit. And I was literally just having to beg people to watch my videos just to get 50 views. You know what I mean? So, but you just got to stay with it. And it's not going to be easy. It's for sure. But you have to really make your audience understand, like, you're cool with them. I try to own all of my mistakes. I love that everyone laughs at me when I misspell words. And yeah, hell, I could sit here right now and I could literally Google any of these words that I, like this one fuck that. I don't know how to fucking say it. So I'm not going to fucking front. I just don't know how to say it. And that's really what it comes down to. You know what I mean? Don't front, be yourself, and the people will support you. And I'm thankful every day. And I'm looking over at, Doomcock's channel. And like I said, he's on his way to 10,000 very soon. Once you get 10,000, you'll get the community tab, which I hope YouTube doesn't take too long to get that community tab for you. But once you hit 10,000 subs, you'll get the community tab. You can make updates to your community and stuff like that. So that's really
great.
Cool. So yeah. But just stay with it. John Matrix, when you see an SJW, if it bleeds, we can kill it. The DJD show, Jar Binks and Lord Doomcock play Mario Kart. And the DJD show, I want to thank you for upping your Patreon support on the Geeks and Gamers Patreon account. And I know, guys, I've been telling you, you've started to see some new posts from us on our Patreon account. My team, I've revamped our team, and a lot is coming to the Patreon account. So I appreciate everyone that's been patient with me, because I've been really busy and I've fallen behind on some of that stuff. So, all right. So let's see. Colonel. It's pronounced Colonel Comics. Then fucking spell it Colonel Comics. If you want me to say Kernel, then spell it that way.
Yeah, that's right. Back to corn.
No, I'm just messing with you though. So how does, am I missing something? How does COLONEL equal Colonel? Am I missing something there?
No, it's just the way it's pronounced. It's almost like colonial, really.
Yeah. So, I don't know. So let's see. And then here's Joseph Ciudadano. Amoin, I don't know how to say it. It says all powerful is what that word that I couldn't say is. Also, Kylo is Darth Deventart, so he should look more Deventart. Hence the two differences, color, eyes. So Joseph, I still don't know how to say that word, so I apologize. So just say all powerful next time. I'm from Alabama.
I think he meant omnipotent.
Omnipotent, that's what it is. So
omnipotent.
Yeah. So I'm from Alabama. There's a high probability that my parents are brother and sister. So I don't know. I don't know these things, so it's just, it's a struggle, and it's a struggle that I have to deal with every day. And I appreciate you guys being on the ride with me. All right. So real quick, let's talk about Mundane Matt. I see a few people talking about Mundane Matt in the chat. So are you familiar with the Mundane Matt situation?
I am. I have been watching that the past couple of days. Some outstanding videos out there about it.
Yeah, it's all over the place. And I mean, I wanted to feel sorry for the guy.
Yeah.
But I just can't. He brought this on himself. He waited way too long to own what happened. And I don't think he can stop the bleeding at this point. I mean, he's not going to lose all of his subs. There's a lot of people that are, there's a lot of dead subs, and but his active subs, he's losing them.
Yeah.
His apology, I read it on air the other day, and I didn't misspell any words, by the way. But they were all pretty simple words. But he didn't really address the live stream where all of this happened.
Oh, yeah.
It was very vague and general. And again, he came onto my show and apologized to me for some stuff he said to me a while back. And then 2 weeks later, he was back to talking, indirectly about me again. And so
oh, God.
I just don't really believe anything that comes out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I hope he figures out whatever he needs to figure out. So that's my thoughts on it. So,
yeah, it's messed up. I don't understand why somebody does something like that. I believe in free speech. I memean, it would have to be, something incredibly extreme for me ever to even consider flagging something. I mean, I don't want to be that guy. It's like, if I don't like something, I won't watch it, but I'm not trying to to stick anybody with anything like that. It's just that's anathema to somebody who believes in free speech and freedom of expression.
Yeah, definitely. So Dylan Krubel, I'm proper Jeremy, and I like space walrus boobs. That is very disrespectful, Dylan. That's very disrespectful. Now I have to go wash my mouth out from the disgusting words. See, if regular Jeremy could spell, proper Jeremy would have never been born. So I want you guys to think about that. Think about the big picture here, okay? Think about the big picture.
That's right. Proper Jeremy's got book learning, kids.
That's right. Von Doofus, Doomcock, and Jay, thoughts on Castle Rock? Thoughts on Castle Rock?
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I know King's work. I've read many of his short stories set in Castle Rock. So I'm looking forward to it. I just haven't had a chance to watch it. What about you?
Yeah, I'm no knowledge on it. So, what's going on? What is a new series or what?
Yeah, it's an anthology series set in Castle Rock, and that fictional part of Maine that King likes to set a lot of his stuff in. So
it actually sounds pretty interesting, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I just haven't had a chance.
Do we know when it's premiering?
Oh, it's on. I mean, it's
is it on?
About 5 or 6 episodes in now. So yeah.
Yeah. See, this kind of goes back to me and just not really being interested in. The only week-to-week television I'm watching right now is Better Call Saul. Because I waited for that show to get a few seasons before I would watch it, and I got caught up on it in the last few months, and then I just watched the season premiere. But I'll probably watch Game of Thrones when it returns. But outside of that, I can't watch week-to-week television. It drives me crazy to wait. So
yeah.
I didn't miss Immortal Coil. I didn't miss your super chat. I'm still trying to catch up. I'm actually pretty far behind. So let me see here. Where are we at? Ian Voss says Final Fantasy VII is a must play if you're into JRPGs. Like the original Star Wars trilogy, it has withstood the test of time and great even 20 years after it released. Yeah, I don't dispute that. It's just a matter of, like I said, man, time. That's all it is. So Aaron Cook, Mr. Wren for him making Ray get him a beer scenario after he kicks her ass. Autocorrect. My bad. So Aaron Cook with his beer comment earlier was talking about the when you were talking about Ray getting him a beer. So
that wasn't me. That was improper Doomcock. Doomcock would never stoop to making that kind of a ill-advised jest.
DV makes do. Doomcock 2024, a conqueror you can vote for. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, good slogan.
That's a good one right there. Lubella, $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Couldn't bring this up earlier as we were driving, but Mark Duplass was actually married to Kate Alston, Esselton, David's sister Amy on Legion, and I'm happy to report I received your welcome package today, Doom.
Outstanding. I hope you liked it.
That's awesome. Thank you for the update on that. Governor Tarkin, Jeremy, I'm moving to Florida. Can we please take over your super chat reading during live streams? So it's live streams, not life streams. You spelled it live streams, probably trying to trip me up. DVD, thank you for your email today.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Governor.
All right, Jeffrey Toon, come on, Overlord. You must know what, how was it again, that word?
Omnipotence.
Omnipotent. You are that. So he did. He just didn't know it at the moment.
You were like kind of going so wild on it, Jeremy. I couldn't, and then when you described all powerful, it's like, oh, omnipotent. Sure, that's it.
Yeah, Joseph says omnipotent means all powerful, and I already read that one. And so Nicholas Glenn, you guys see the Mark Hamill video of Jar Jar Abrams telling him that he's dead. Do either of you think they will bring him back alive or as a Force ghost? He will be a Force ghost, probably. There's no way Mark Hamill's not in this movie because they have to market him. They have to use him to market him because nobody gives a fuck about the new characters. So they're obviously going to bring him back.
Yeah, but it's embarrassing. I mean, it's really pathetic. I mean, they're going to undo The Last Jedi, so it was all hooey, which is fine because it sucked, but still, it's pandering. And then they're going to bring him back, and then they're going to bring Leia, actually literally back from the dead. They're going to, the character didn't die, but Carrie did, and so they're going to use old footage to put her in the frame with Luke. And then, son of a bitch, there even rumors about Han Solo is still alive, so he's going to be smiling in the shot with dead Luke and dead Leia with a big hole in his chest, but just kind of winking, saying, "Doesn't hurt at all, kid." So it's gonna be, to line up that shot, they have to do so much corny pandering. It's gonna be painful. Hence my whore analogy earlier.
Yes. Nicholas Glenn says, Doomcock, can I get a, I'm not going to say it, but I'll spell it to you, Doomcock, and you can say it. But can I get a WAREAGLE for proper Jeremy? That's the Auburn football cry that I won't say.
Regal?
No, WAR.
War.
EAGLE.
War Eagle.
There you go.
War Eagle.
They're always trying to get me to say those nasty ass words, and I'm not saying it. It's
Sorry.
very disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
Yeah, but you asked me. You set me up.
I no longer want to be part of Doomcock's New World Order. I don't.
I don't watch the War Eagles. Don't worry.
Joseph Sinadoto says, DVN Tart, by the way, is a website known for edgelords, kids posting bad art. So basically the Sonic generation. Yeah, the creepypasta killers, OCs, furries, general goth kid stuff. That's why I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah.
And so I have no knowledge of that. Marlon Sibo, the only thing I would believe coming out of Mundane's Matt is some guy's weighing. Oh my God.
Hey now. Wow.
Nicholas Glenn says, Jeremy, do you get boulders with your kids? Did you guys see the memes that they were making about Mundane Matt about the boulders with his kids? I was like, man.
No,
geez.
I didn't see that. It sounds bad.
Hello there, since a 99-cent super chat. Thank you so much. Demonajai, I think I said that right. Demonjanai, new content creators. It's a long road. I've had a channel for a while, but started heavy with commentary. Jeremy and Doomcock, you gentlemen are great. Yeah, look, I mean, seriously, I'm going to be serious here for a minute now. So, all right, so when you start a YouTube channel, again, a lot of people see the success on YouTube. They see it and they're like, I want to be part of that. I want to be the next PewDiePie. I want to be the next, big thing, the next Ninja, the guy that does all the Fortnite plays and all that stuff. PewDiePie started, and PewDiePie is amazing, by the way. I love PewDiePie, but PewDiePie started this a long time ago. Starting a YouTube channel now, it's a whole different ball game. Like it's completely different, and you can't just come on here and do what you want. You have to do what YouTube is going to allow you to do in terms of the algorithm, what they're going to, there's a lot of different analytic searches you can do that shows you what's trending on YouTube, what's getting traction. For instance, if you're a gamer, like we do a lot of game reviews here on this channel. Back in the day we did. We haven't been doing them recently because they weren't getting enough traction. But like right now, if the Geeks and Gamers channel does a video game review for, I don't know, Spider-Man PS4, no fucking body is going to watch it. You know why? It's not because you don't want to see it. It's because YouTube's not going to allow that to get any traction, because IGN's going to have a review. Kotaku's going to have a review. Game Explain. All of these major channels they're always going to have the same things if you're doing basic content. You have to step outside of the comfort zone, and that's why you see me covering a lot of SJW stuff and Fire Kathleen Kennedy. Do you know why? Collider's not going to talk about SJWs.
Right.
Collider's not going to talk about firing Kathleen Kennedy. Collider's not going to call Lucasfilm out for shitting on the fans. And you have to find those topics that the main sites don't want to touch because they're scared, because they don't want to hurt their relationships with these companies. And that's the topics you have to find. You can't do what all the big companies are doing. You have to be different. You have to set yourself apart, and you have to find traction within those topics. So do I do these topics because I just want to get attention for them? Not necessarily. I do it because I'm pissed about what's going on. But if you're talking about growing a channel, you have to find those topics that the big channels won't talk about because they're scared to talk about them. They aren't going to call out Star Wars and Lucasfilm for the bullshit. They're not going to call James Gunn out for the nasty shit he said. They're always going to give you the politically correct way to say it. I'm not. I'm going to say the motherfucker needs to be investigated. I'm not calling him a pedophile. I'm saying he's a sick fuck and he should be investigated, and he shouldn't be around kids. Nobody on Collider is saying that shit. Nobody on IGN is saying that shit. You know what I mean? So you have to be different. All right, I'm off my soapbox now. I'll go back to misreading and mispronouncing words. Any thoughts on that, Doomcock?
I'm probably the wrong guy to ask because I just did exactly what I wanted to do and was exactly who I wanted to be. And I didn't think anyone would notice, and people did. So I don't know. I guess I just got lucky or something.
But you're talking about the things that a lot of people aren't talking about. Like you're exposing Star Trek Discovery for what it is, and you're calling it the bullshit for what it is. These main sites won't do that. You know what I mean? They won't. They'll just give you the
here's the good things about it. I really enjoyed this aspect. Blah, 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 blah.
You know, you're on there like, fuck this shit. You know, and that's what the people want to hear. The people want to hear straight truth without all of the politically correct buttoned up stuff. That's what they want to hear.
That's what was driving me crazy, Jeremy. It's because the only shit that I was seeing about Star Trek Discovery when I started was all positive Pollyanna shit. Like just this thing that got published just a couple of days ago about Star Trek Discovery finds its Spock in 10 Things I Hate About You, Alum, on the Deadline. And the first sentence in it, CBS All Access's ever-expanding Trekverse just got a little brighter by settling on who will portray one of its biggest and most iconic stars, which makes me want to puke. It's just so fucking clueless boosterism, you know, just propaganda right out of the studio's mouth by somebody that doesn't give two squirts of piss for Star Trek. That's what drives me nuts. That's what keeps me going. Every time I see one of these little, you know, BJ pieces from the media, it just drives me nuts. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, look, and I did this whole song and dance with this channel for a while. Again, I own geeksandgamers.com. I know, contrary to popular belief, I'm not as dumb as I act sometimes, but I own geeksandgamers.com. We have a really big team. We have a full editorial staff. We have a writing team. We have content creators on Twitch. We have admins on Facebook and Twitter and all this shit, Instagram. So I have a pretty big team and a pretty big network and a brand and a company. And so for the longest, I was trying to mimic that IGN style of a channel and just getting on here and being very proper and being very respectful and not trying to upset people and stuff like that. That's not really me, by the way. I'm an asshole. Always has been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and finally, at the beginning of the year, I told my team, I said, guys, I'm just telling you right now, it's over. The guy you know behind the scenes, the guy my family knows, the guy my friends know, the guy that was so scared for people to find out he voted for Trump, that motherfucker is gone. Okay? Because I was terrified for people to find out I voted for Trump because I didn't want it to hurt the brand. And at the beginning of the year, I'm like, I'm just being myself. I'm being myself. At the beginning of the year, the Geeks and Gamers channel had 800 subscribers. 800.
Yeah.
You know, all because you get on here and you tell it like it is. People like authenticity. They don't like, again, I could sit here and just say all the proper words correctly if you want me to. I'm me. I'm just going to say shit. I'm not here to be polished. I'm not here to present a false, narrative. I'm from Alabama and I fuck up on my words sometimes. That's just the reality of the situation. And yes, Doomcock is getting me to cuss a little more tonight. I know a lot of you are saying like, Jeremy's cussing a little more. Doomcock's got me worked up. So
I apologize.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But let me jump back here because I did skip over Immortal Coil's super chat and I apologize. I saw you in the comments say that, Immortal Coil. So he has a request for you, Mr. Doomcock, and he says, let's hear Improper Harvey.
Oh, let me see. Improper Harvey.
Improper Harvey. God, that's a tough one because I just want to destroy humanity and the universe. What's the opposite of that? Won't you give to the Gloria Allred Fund for Wayward Women? I just want to preserve and protect femininity and children and puppies and kittens. And white people are evil. That is beyond dispute. I think that's improper Harvey. Or proper Harvey, actually. That's proper Harvey. Okay.
That's great. All right. Edward Coleman says, simple, Jeremy, words bad. Well, thank you, Edward. Thank you for that. OJ Crusader, hail Doomcock, and what's up, Geeks and Gamers? Sad robot needs to be reprogrammed. Have its experimental soy battery removed. Too many franchises ruined.
Yeah, Jesus. I wish they wouldn't be an ever-ready bunny that keeps on destroying. That sucks.
Gerhard von Staden says, Jeremy, I'm an English as foreign language teacher. I think you mean I'm a English as foreign language teacher in Korea. I assume there's something similar in the US. Here's some money so you can go to class. I thought you were from San Antonio, von Staden. Remember that one? They told me they lived in, I think, South. They said I used to live in South America, but they put SA. I'm like, oh, you're from San Antonio. So Adam Riley, they will kill Luke's Force Ghost and Rey will be crowned Express. They probably will kill Luke's Force Ghost. I've never even thought about that. They probably will. I think they'll kill his fucking Force Ghost.
Yeah.
Oh,
they got to.
God damn it. Yeah, they're just going to make him just be completely more of a bitch than he was in The Last Jedi. Oh, my gosh.
Actually, there'll be like a little core left, right? And left of Luke. And Rey will plant that on a high hill. And then at the end of the movie, we see that it has sprouted a soybean.
Oh, man. Nicholas Glenn says, tried getting Ivan and Jeff to post a link to Doomcock's channel in their live streams, but it will not accept my super chat. Huh. Wonder why I won't accept it. That's weird. All right. So DV makes do. I just want to hear Jeremy try and say, do you see that super chat? I have no idea what the fuck that says. OTORHINOLARYNGOLOGIST.
Shit, I don't know. You know what? Let me go and actually watch. I mean, I've been just talking to you.
Okay.
But let me go and actually see if I can pull up actually this video so I can actually see what the hell is going on, and maybe I can help you with that. All right, here we are. Yeah, let me see. All right, let me see.
Oh, somebody, Jeff Bartlett's got it sounded out. Otorhinolaryngologist. Otorhinolaryngologist.
Otorhinolaryngologist. Yeah. Shit, that's some kind of medical stuff. Otorhinolaryngologist.
Hey, look, welcome to, this is what you get to look forward to if you get any of my following to come over to your channel. Now they're going to be fucking with you on your live streams. So,
hey, I want them. Bring them on. Bring them on.
Nicholas Glenn said, got my Patreon package today, Doomcock. Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome, my friend. You deserve it richly. Thank you.
Dimajanai says, Jeremy, you pronounced it right at the end. It's about time. I need to go back to I'm going to say Dimogenini. So, because I mean, we can't have proper pronunciation around. We can't have proper pronunciation when you are an improper person like regular Jeremy. Only women respecters like me. Hero of Raven, my lord, what story would you have had made in Star Trek to continue the story instead of Star Trek Discovery, since Voyager was the last TV series in the timeline? You mean to say that one more time for you?
No.
Okay, got it.
I got it. Yeah, I think, well, first of all, if I was going to go, after Voyager, I probably would have had it be, I would have shifted entirely away from what they've done before. I would have had it be a mid-grade starship with a captain who has had an undistinguished career, and a ship full of kind of the guys that never could quite cut it on, top of the line ships like we've always seen, like the Enterprise or Voyager or something like that. They're maybe doing minor missions and, ferrying diplomats and stuff like that. And it would be a drama, it would be something with examining characters that are more like, normal human beings that have disappointments, that are, kind of out of their depth a lot of the times. And then during the course of this series, something would happen that suddenly they would be called upon to do things and be better than they ever have before, and really be challenged in a way that we've never seen any other crew challenged before, like serious ass, like galactic consequences falling on the shoulders of this guy that's basically always looked at someone like Kirk and them with bitterness, with envy, it's just, and we see them either rise to the occasion to greatness, or in some cases outright fail. And I think that would be a way to do a human, interesting, well-written drama, as opposed to we got to top this. Now we've got to make Janeway the best. Now we got to make Cisco the best, blah, blah, blah. Let's do something else. That's what I would do.
Well said, sir. Well said. Let me ask you this. I think I've asked you this before, but I want to get your answer again. Right now, what do you think is worse, Star Trek Discovery or the sequel trilogy?
You mean this? Yeah. Well, goddamn. They're both fatal. You know, I mean, they're both fatal. I think that the Discovery is worse because I think that the writers actually actively hate Star Trek. I mean, they haven't even given lip service to it. They're doing everything they can to actively destroy it. And I think that the sequel trilogy has been just grossly mismanaged with incompetence. Now, Rian Johnson set out to ruin shit. So, but that's like one out of the two movies. I mean, you said yourself that you kind of like, The Force Awakens.
Oh yeah, I mean, I really liked it until I saw The Last Jedi. I mean, I was very happy with it, and I saw The Last Jedi, and then I look back on, and I'm like, okay, well, all the fucking things that I thought were going to be corrected and answered weren't,
right?
And then it kind of opened up a lot of the flaws, that a lot of other people saw that I didn't.
Mm-hmm. And so basically, though, the entirety of Star Trek Discovery is The Last Jedi. So there's not one thing that they've done that's good. Not one episode is acceptable. In every fucking 5 or 10 minutes, there's a mortal insult. So, akin to like Luke throwing his lightsaber over his shoulder. I mean, imagine that for 13 hours of, straight episodes. So, yeah, I'd say Discovery's worse because all of it is Rian Johnson, basically.
Okay. Good answer. Marlo Sibo says you should have a fan stream or Patreon stream where everyone does proper voices with lulls. Honestly, I'm sure we could work that out. Like I said, we're going to be dedicating a lot more to our Patreon and, rewarding our over rewarding some of our patrons that have stuck with us because I've been so busy. So TR French Force Ghost Red Wedding. Man, that might happen too. That might happen. So are you into Game of Thrones?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Great stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Go Jurify. They will kill all Force Ghosts and all energy will go to Rey, like Highlander.
I hope it goes right up her ass. Their eyes bug out. Yeah.
Joseph Ciudadano says James Gunn, Ryan, and Kathleen Kennedy love Mulak. Mulak is an aspect of Satan focused on child sacrifice and pedophilia. I don't want to put Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy in that boat. Obviously James Gunn deserves to be in that boat because he's put himself in that position by all of the horrible things he said. But I don't, if we're going to treat the pedophilia stuff as seriously as we're saying it needs to be treated, we can't put people that we don't like in that boat just to put them in that boat. You know what I mean? There's got to be a pattern of behavior there or something because it's something that, it's serious stuff and James Gunn needs to be investigated and I'll stand by that. So
let me tell you something. The Moloch is turning the frogs gay. All right. Nobody's listening to me about Moloch.
Oh man, yeah, dude, Alex Jones memes are the best, and the Alex Jones, like the super cut of all of his stuff is the best thing ever. I mean, look, you have to be here's the thing about Alex Jones. I don't care if you agree with him, I don't agree with him, I don't care if you like him. As a person on the internet, you should want Alex Jones to be part of the internet for the fucking comedy. You know what I mean? Like just the comedy. It's just so good.
Yeah.
I don't know why anybody would want that guy off the internet. So because
it's scary. I mean, who decides? Who was it that coordinated all those companies and had him yanked, from everything in 12 hours? I mean, that's scary. Alex Jones has nothing to do with it. I mean, it's just the fact of that is alarming to anybody that values free speech and is a YouTuber. And yeah.
Yep, definitely. Tippy Tail McKinney. Hail Doomcock. Just got Earthworm Jim on DVD.
Ooh, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. Dave Bob, Doomcock got my credentials today. Thanks.
Oh, great, Dave Bob. I hope you liked it, my friend.
That's awesome. Joseph Sinodato, episode 9 will have Jar Jar absorb Luke and the other Force Ghosts before the final battle against Reylo to up the tension. Sorry, something popped up on my computer. Why the hell is my team viewer popping up? Somebody trying to get in my computer? Let me read that one again because my team viewer just popped up on my screen. All right, let's see. All right, episode 9 will have Darth Jar Jar absorb Luke and the other Force Ghosts before the final battle against Reylo to up the tension. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, you still here, Doomcock?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I was just making sure. I don't know why my team viewer just popped up. I only use that when I'm doing something with my team, so I'm not sure why that just popped up on my screen. So, All right, Obi-Wan 27883, our Lord DVD is describing the Orville on Fox.
Yeah, the Orville's great. The Orville is a hell of a show. Yeah, I guess it kind of is. I mean, although, yeah, I guess Mercer is that kind of guy. I mean, he got it through Kelly's contacts. But I'm thinking more of something like I don't know, like a Hill Street Blues in space or something, like a captain that's not a handsome leading guy. I mean, maybe he's even a little overweight, but, with a great dramatic actor that can really carry it, like Dennis Franz used to be, something very unconventional that would kind of screw with the cliches of it and really take it in new directions. But yeah, I guess it is kind of describing the Orville a bit. Yeah.
And then Morith says, "Hello, boys, I'm back."
Hello, Morith.
Classic line from Independence Day. I never watched Independence Day Resurrection. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So
Me either.
I couldn't do it. Do it. And I was looking forward to it when it was announced. You got Jeff Goldblum coming back, but apparently it was awful. So
yeah, that's what I heard. So I steered clear.
Yeah, because I really do love Independence Day. I think Independence Day is one of the great action films, and of that era. And so it was really good. And apparently they made a lot of mistakes with Resurrection. So I passed on it, and I passed on Solo. Did you watch Solo?
Oh, I had to go and review it. I stuck a bunch of knives in it.
That's right. I remember your review now. That's right, because your review was brutal. I remember now. Yeah. So I've been debating on if I'm going to see Solo because I don't want it to be part of my own personal canon.
Exactly.
So if I don't watch it, I don't know it exists, and I don't know all the shit they did. So
I'd skip it if I were you.
But my community really wants my feedback. They want to know, like, hey, man, you got to watch it. They're probably going to ask us to do like a live watch through for the council. You know what I mean? So I'm like, if I got to do it for you guys, I'll do it. It's much like, trailer reactions. I don't watch trailers anymore because they show too much. But if the community wants me to do a trailer reaction, I'll do something. But outside of that, I try not to watch trailers anymore because they just show too much. It's ridiculous. And yes, guys, if you don't mind, smash that melee button. We appreciate it. I think we have about 300 and something likes now. And so appreciate the fact that we've had 500 and almost 600 people watching consistently. Have you subscribed to Doomcock's channel? I am dropping a link right here again. Have you picked up any subs? Well, probably a lot of people aren't going to click off, but hopefully you've picked up a few so far.
I have picked up a few. Yeah. Thank you. Everybody, I really appreciate it. If you guys will go and subscribe, we're doing lots of good stuff over there. And me and Harvey put on a good show.
Yeah, and I really think Doomcock's going to do a lot of cool things. So we're probably going to hang. I mean, Doomcock, you want to hang for another 20 minutes?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, because it's that'll give us about a 2-hour live stream, and then I got to go hang out with the kid. So
absolutely,
what's going on. So, but let's see what the chat wants to talk about. Do you guys have any questions for us? We would love to answer. Have you seen the Meg yet, Doomcock?
Not yet, but I've a random game user was saying that she went and she liked it, so I'm gonna go check it out.
I did not want to see this movie. My daughter wanted to see this movie, and so I was like, look, I guess I can review it for the channel. I think this is going to be terrible. I remember seeing the trailer when I went to see a movie because, like I said, I don't watch really trailers unless I'm in a movie theater. And so I saw the trailer with I think that was like a Sinatra song or something playing.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so bad. And I'm like, this is so bad. Like the tone is not there. This movie was really fun. I had a blast watching it. I had a blast. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how much fun it was. I mean, look, you have to go into it with your expectations in check. It's a movie about a big shark with Jason Statham. Not sure. It's not. This isn't going to win the Oscar. You know what I mean? So
it's not going to be Jaws. It's not Jaws.
And I see you guys in the chat saying you just subscribed to Doomcock's channel. Thank you so much. You know, that's again. Man. You know, the way I look at this, I genuinely look at this way is that if Geeks and Gamers has 70-something thousand subs, I feel like everybody should. Everybody within the Fandom Menace, everybody that's out there, you know, just being honest and straightforward and not mixing words and just saying it like it is. And Doomcock's definitely out there doing that. I don't care if we disagree on things. Spoiler alert, nobody in the world agrees on everything. They just don't. That's fucking life. And one thing I do, and I get caught up in it too, is I always say, I don't agree with everything this person says. And I get so tired of people having to say that. Like, because that's the social media age. Because if you say like, I like this person. Oh, what? They said this. Well, fucking talk to them about it. I'm just telling you I like their content. I'm not saying I literally agree with everything they say. I just say I like them. You know what I mean? They always try to like link you like, oh, can you believe that? And so, you know, But yeah, I mean, the Fandom Menace, there's so many channels within this. And so Joseph Sinodato said he just subbed. Joseph has been incredibly supportive of the Geeks and Gamers channel with the super chats and things like that. So I'm sure he's going to be a great addition to your community over there. Doomcock, that's going to be awesome.
Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate it. Yeah,
definitely. Comrade Commodore, one of our very loyal viewers here, he says, almost forgot you were live. Made it. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. And it's good to see you. And, you know, your support's always appreciated. Laura, Ryan stole my fan fiction story. One of our faves around here. Tons of Jaws references in Meg. Pippin! Yeah, they did such a good job, man. It was enough goofiness, but it didn't teeter on the point where it took you out of it. But it was self-aware enough also. And again, yeah, if it wasn't Jason Statham, I'm sure a lot of it wouldn't have sold for me because, like I said, when I went to see Rampage, I don't know if you saw Rampage yet. With The Rock, again, another movie I went into it going, I'm expecting a dumb movie with The Rock being awesome with monsters fighting. That's exactly what I got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's exactly what I got. And so The Rock made that movie entertaining and Jason Statham made this movie entertaining. And so if, you know, if we would have, I don't know, if we would have gotten Ryan Johnson's version of the Meg, you know, it probably would have had like a soy boy in there fighting the shark. I don't know, you know, but it wouldn't have been the same. So
it would have been Ray.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she would have been saving all the men, you know, all the men.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And her nonviolence would have prevented her from engaging with the shark. So she's just trying to save the men up until the very end when she realizes, I don't know, it kills a kitten or something. And, you know, she changes her mind.
I just dropped another link to Doomcock's channel in the chat. So JJ says, all hail Doomcock, our overlord and savior. Any plans to work with Uncle Ethan to make a Doomcock comic strip?
I think Uncle Ethan is probably busy as hell and wouldn't really be interested, but you know, maybe someday. I definitely have done stuff for comics, and so I could definitely do something like that in the future.
Yeah, and I gotta say, and Doomcock and I didn't really talk about what we were gonna do tonight, but the fact that we've had a little bit of singing, we've had improper Doomcock, improper Harvey, a lot of proper Jeremy, SJW Jeremy. It's been a great night, and this chat's been so entertaining. You guys have really driven the show. So this has been this has surpassed all of my expectations. This is kind of like the Meg for me. It surpassed all. Of course, I guess I had high expectations for this, but the Meg I didn't. But even with high expectations for this live stream with Doomcock, this has surpassed it. This has been great, and you know, I've had a lot of fun, and we will definitely talk about me doing something with you in the future on your channel.
Oh man, that'd be great.
I would love to. Klein Dropper, Doomcock Harvey 2024.
Thank you. The only thing I ask is that when Doomcock pushes the nuke button, y'all push mine. Push my freedom button. Well, Rampage the hell out of it. I'll destroy you all.
All right, Harvey. He's all worked up. I gave him the Coke. He's all hyped up on sugar.
Daryl Raynor says, "Hail Lord Doomcock. Doomcock, keep up the great work." The chat started going crazy on me. Hail Lord Doomcock, keep up the great work, says Daryl Raynor.
Thank you, Daryl.
Nicholas Glenn, going to watch Solo after I download it from a torrent site.
That's the only way. It's the only way.
Jeffrey Toon, can you remember the original Rampage computer game? I had it on the C64. I do remember it. I remember playing, I believe, the arcade version.
Right.
And man, that's old school right there. So there's so many different iterations of Rampage at this point. I don't remember which one I played the most because, like I said, there were so many different ones. But I definitely enjoyed Rampage a lot. So Joseph Sinadoto says Ryan Johnson's the Meg. The shark is misunderstood. The shark is a misunderstood victim, and the evil capitalist polluting the Meg's oceans turn out to be the real villains.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Right. And then he and Ray team up when the Meg, pays Ray a visit by the Force, at night.
Oh man. Robert Sanders, save Star Wars, undo the EU. Love to see the Jedi outcast. They're never going to undo the EU, unfortunately. And look, I'll be honest. I mean, when that decision was made, I supported the decision from a creative standpoint because I felt like their hands were going to be tied if the EU was there, considering all the stuff that happened in the EU and a lot of great things, a lot of stupid things, Chewbacca and all that dying. And the problem is when I supported that decision, again, I thought that they were actually going to make the right decisions and, care about the mythology and care about the history and the future of Star Wars. And they've done nothing but use Star Wars as a political soapbox now. Mm-hmm. And so, but I still don't, there's no way they're going to undo the EU decision, unfortunately. So no. as much as people complain. So Nicholas Glenn, Doomcock, do you watch NFL or college football?
NFL.
NFL.
Big NFL guy. Yeah.
I'd love to get you on the Sports Wars channel, man. So
yeah. At some point, absolutely.
I have been ordered by my community that I am not allowed to talk sports on this channel. I've tried many times, and we lose viewers, and I get yelled at, and they get really mad at me. So, as I always say, I don't control the channel; our community does. So I'm only allowed to talk about what they tell me I can talk about. But yes, I'm a massive football fan, and I'm really looking forward to the season starting. So we can. So Doomcock and I'll try to work something out for Sports Wars in the future. So we've got a pretty good team over on the Sports Wars channel. So if you guys haven't checked that out, please do that. All right, I'm moving on from sports, you fuckers. All right, I'm done. Sorry, no sports, no porn. Okay, hold on, John. No porn. No porn.
Come on.
What? Well,
it's a lifestyle choice. God,
not on the Geeks and Gamers channel. I will say we won't have porn on there, but yeah, porn's awesome.
Porn's important.
Yeah, it's very important. It's very important. Let's see. What would proper Jeremy think about From Dusk Till Dawn? Are you talking about the Clooney movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, regular Jeremy remembers Selma Hayek being.
Oh man, Jesus.
But proper Jeremy was very, very offended by the usage of the female body just to sell tickets. Very disrespectful.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, but
I felt that it objectified women in a way that made me feel guilty to be a man, and it turned my penis from penis to an innie. It just actually retracted in my body from shame at being so seeing a woman so abused and degraded.
Oh man, but I remember that movie not being great. I remember her being the best part of it, but some people it feels like a lot of people are divided on that movie. It's been a long time since I saw it, a long time. So, but isn't that a Tarantino movie? And I've said before, I'm not a big. Is that a Tarantino movie?
Well, he wrote it. Robert Rodriguez directed it. Okay. And yeah, it's a very schizophrenic movie. The first part isn't that great. It really picks up when they hit the titty twister bar in Mexico. When all the vampires attack and everything, then it becomes a really cool movie. But God, her dance to Tito and Tarantula, after dark, cinematic history, dude. It's great.
Yeah. All right. So Nicholas Glenn says, or hang on. Laura Ryan stole my fan fiction story. Says, by the way, the SJW stuff in the Meg was hilariously done. It wasn't there wasn't really anything major at all. But I agree with you on that. Nicholas Glenn, Jeremy, I will be in Pensacola Saturday through Tuesday. How much would it take for me to get on a live stream? I mean, you would have to pay me for that. I don't know. You shot me a message on Facebook, so we can talk on Facebook. We'll see what we can come up with. Laura Ryan stole my fan fiction story. This better not be sports. LOL. Go Niners. Is that be my thing? Because Uncle E has got this better not be porn anytime he's going to click on a link, and so now people are going to like, this better not be sports on the Geeks and Gamers channel.
Oh, so. Damn it! Send me porn or give me liberty. I don't know.
All right, let me see here. What do we got going on? I'm trying to read some of these comments here since we're caught up on the super chat. Now, are you? Go ahead.
Brighton Charrier, I still beat my meat to the holiday special. Are you talking about when Lumpy is looking at that chick singing that disco song? I mean, I don't know. The idea that Lumpy's watching it with me guarantees absence of wood. So there you go.
I can't get I've never finished the holiday special. I'm gonna finish it for the first time when we stream it tomorrow. I think we're doing it tomorrow on Uncle E's channel. We're gonna stream and do a watch through of it, so I'm gonna have to finish it. It's so bad. So we'll see what happens. I'm not looking forward to it. So
yeah, it's not good. When you see B. Arthur, you're going to suffer.
Man, it's gonna be painful. So let's see. Freddie Primo says, yeah, definitely be Arthur. Nicholas Glenn, Doomcock can sing better than Cecil, LOL. Oh, have you guys?
Absolutely.
Has Cecil and Doomcock ever done a stream together? Well, you guys were on the council, right?
They came on the council, but I mean, Cecil and Harvey, I think was it? I don't remember. That's interesting. But yeah, I mean, I'm clearly better. You know, I'm one of the best singers out there. I mean,
that's
honestly,
awesome.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. So there.
That was actually really good. That was really fucking good. No bullshit. So I was fixing to follow up with proper Jeremy's version of fucking Dirty Dancing, but I'm not gonna do it now. So Postmortem 666. I watched Rogue One on Pornhub for real. What? What?
What kind of pervert? What kind of pervert puts Rogue One up on the Pornhub? That's a demonstration.
I need more details. Oh man, that's good.
Indecent. You go on to Pornhub looking for some porn, and then you get this Rogue One stuff shoved at you, and you keep watching, waiting for the first sex scene. It never comes. And neither do I.
Oh my goodness.
No more.
Michael Dialor says, at least the holiday special is better than The Last Jedi. It's a tough one. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the holiday special in its entirety, but I guess I'll find out tomorrow. So, Nicholas Glenn, can we get Doomcock to record a G&G intro with his helmet on? Doomcock?
Well, sure. If you'd like that, sure.
Doomcock and I are going to talk after the show. I got a couple of ideas I'm going to throw past him. So you're going to hear more from Doomcock in the future on the Geeks and Gamers channel, hopefully with his blessing. So you guys we'll fill you in later on for sure. So let's see. Newman Gordon says, I gave the holiday special 5 stars on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, Ivan's film is called Star Wars Fallen Order. So that's going to be, is that his recut? Is that it? The recut of The Last Jedi? Because I know they said he was on live to figure out the name. So is it Fallen Order? Okay. Good deal. It's
interesting.
I wonder if he's still on live.
I don't know how he could cut that thing. I mean, it would be basically 20 minutes. I mean, how can you? What's going to be left? I don't know.
You know, I've seen the majority of his cut. It's really good. It's really good. Have you seen what he did to the end?
No, not yet.
Oh my God. I'm going to send you a link because he did a video for my channel where he was kind of talking about the end and how he recut it. I literally gave me chills. Literally, like it's
awesome.
Ivan's fantastic, dude. I've seen a lot of he incorporates some different footage to kind of tell a cohesive story, and he's adding some new footage. It's really good. I mean, he did a good job. So I would love to hear your input on it. I mean, I'm sure he would send you a copy right now, but he's gonna be he's working on doing like the thing where it's gonna be free for everyone. You know what I mean? But
oh yeah.
Ivan's really talented, man. So, and I mean, I know you know that, but just wait till you see some of the stuff he does in this one. So it's really impressive.
Cool, excellent.
All right. So we got about 5 minutes left. So if you guys want to add anything, Edward Coleman says Tide raises all war roll Eagles. Wow. You almost got me to say it, but
I was trying to get you to say it.
He got me. So I was careful. Especially after the one that they got me on where it's I shouldn't even say it. Are you looking at the chat right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody asked me to give a shout out to their friend, and their friend's name was Nick G, but somebody will tell you what it is. And I said it on a live stream, like, shout out to Nick. Just wait until somebody says it in the comments. And I said it twice, and I'm like, oh, fuck. You got me.
I don't see it.
Got me. You'll see it in a minute. There it is. Wait, hang on. Let me see if somebody spells it out, because Brighton Charrier didn't spell it out. So I'm waiting for it to come. Somebody will do it. I know they will. So there it is. Brighton Charrier spelled it out this time. So
yeah, no, I can see where that's going. I don't even need to. I don't need to sound it out. I see what that's
I
saying.
said it though. I'm like, shout out to Nick, and I said it twice, and I'm like,
oh man.
So I'm like, the SJWs are gonna take that one and chop it up and go, look at Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. He's saying the N-word. He's saying the N-word. So
yeah, it's like the old bar thing where like, who are you looking for? Mike Hunt.
Right.
Mike,
And that was so I wanted you to be prepared for that. So if anybody does that one to you, be prepared, because I've had to prepare Uncle E and World Class. I'm sure he's like, I'm cool.
You fool me twice. I get lynched by the SJWs.
Yes. You know? So you got to be careful. And that one. I couldn't believe I fell for that one though. I said it twice, and I'm like, no more. I'm gonna proofread these things. So Edward Coleman, I proofreaded you, and I'm good now. So all right, Freddie Primo, let's see. Borgulette is the reason Rogue One is on Pornhub. Tentacle hentai. I have no idea what that means.
Tentacle hentai?
Well, not that, but Borgulette. I don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
But go ahead, Harvey. My bad, Harvey.
I was just gonna say, it's a perversion of the Japanese that women getting raped by tentacled monsters. And I view it as a comedy, but others view it as horror. I guess it's tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Rape my tentacles, or affection. It's just a point of view.
JG says Harvey knows what's up. So
he does. I also like to say just a little shout out, if I could, to a Random Game User. Everyone go check out Random's channel, or Random Game User 42 on YouTube. She does some great stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And I had her on earlier this week. She was fantastic. It was a pleasure to have her on, and I would love to have her on in the future again. She's doing great work over there, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, and I keep seeing Stephanie B in the comments every live stream. I might just give Stephanie B moderator access so she can have the little wrench next to her name, so I can see her comments highlighted, because Stephanie's been so supportive of the community for so long, and she was right there commenting on Random Game Use.
Yeah, she's great. She's one of my Twitter followers, and we chat and stuff, and she's always there. She's an awesome person.
Shannon McDaniel says, I'm out, Jeremy. Ethan live stream is on. Love you, man, and everybody here. Well, we can go ahead and push everyone over to EVS's live stream. We're going to close this out in about 2 more minutes. So when you guys can go join EVS. So so Stephanie just responded. No way. Yes way. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate everybody that's always supportive in our comments. I hope you guys, one more time, I'm going to drop a link to Doomcock's channel. I definitely want you guys to subscribe. I'm going to be pushing hard on this, and so hopefully we can. After the live stream uploads, more people can watch. I'll put it in the description below, and then yeah, we'll have a lot more in store for you in the future. Doomcock, do you have any closing thoughts?
Just that we've all got to band together and stay vigilant against this terrible, terrible ruination of our cultural heritage and our modern mythologies, because that's what really Star Wars is. It's modern mythology. It's the stories that bind us together and really kind of constitute a large part of our collective civilization. I mean, I'm not kidding. It's that important. So I'm very grateful to be part of this community. And thank you, Jeremy, for, inviting me on here.
Oh yeah, no problem. It's been a pleasure, man. Like I said, I knew this was going to be a very entertaining live stream, but this surpassed all of my expectations. It's been great. If I have anything to do with it, you guys have not seen the last of Doomcock on the Geeks and Gamers channel, and I would love to get his channel over 10,000 subs. So it's going to be up to all of us to share, to comment, to make people aware of what's going on, and you all do a great job of that. So for Lord Doomcock, for Jeremy at Geeks and Gamers, and for all of you wonderful people watching this live stream, we are going to wrap it up here. Go check out Uncle Ethan. He's live right now. Tell him Doomcock and Jeremy said hello. Hologram Nunchuck says, thanks, Doomcock. Hail. And then you're kind of cool too, Jeremy. Yeah, smash the melee button, everyone. Good night, random game user. Good night, Stephanie B. Good night, Lando Calrissian. Good night, Demonagi. I said it wrong again. Perth Comics, the music non Stone _Loki. I hope you get your car fixed. Sorry to hear about that from earlier. Dylan Krubel, see you later. Jeremy, have a good one. Yeah, you guys are the best. So thank you all so much. Doomcock, you want to give us one more Doomcock finale as we sail off into the sunset?
I bid all of you out there to stay angry and subscribe to Doomcock before he takes over the world and makes it mandatory. Better to volunteer now.
All right, have a great night, everyone.
Good night, guys.